It's that time, guys. It's Grand Arena Championships catch-ups. We're going to look at round 2 of the final week of last championship against a person known as Jedi Master Bates. I like it. I mean, the name does give me a little bit of a chuckle. Gotta be honest, guys, Jedi Master Bates, by the time I'd attacked, he'd already gone in and attacked himself. There is Drunk Me. We're just swapping over the cameras. Okay, so he dropped a battle on our GG Newt team, which is a decent enough start, I suppose, guys. In the fleet section, he did one-tap both of them. Now, this guy does have his own Executor, so at this point I'm thinking he most likely saved Executor for offense, but he could have Malevolenced it all the same. Down in the south section, I believe he has dropped several battles. Dropped against JMK, dropped against Qui-Gon Jinn, dropped against Rey, left them all preloaded, so it's not looking too pretty for him at this moment in time. On his defensive side, we can go ahead and check. He does have OR, he had C, which kind of threw me, wasn't expecting C on defense, but hey, you know, different strokes for different folks. Now we've got a Maul lead, Darth Maul lead, and Rolo. Now these teams here, apart from the C team, not particularly concerned about, they seem fairly straightforward. In the southern section, we've got a Padme Cat team, which is always a concern. We've got a Nest under Night Sisters, we've got Geos, and we've got Newt with, GG with Newt. These teams not particularly of concern to me. Obviously, Padme Cat is probably something we do have to think about, but the other ones are fairly standard teams that we see in pretty much every GAC. Let's get into the first battle. I figured we'd start with something easy, something tried, something true. We're going to go up and use Traya Scion against his Geonosians. Now, I'm not concerned about this team, guys. We've used this 102,000 times, and it won about 101,000 times. So go ahead and just isolate that brute over there and wait for the Geos to kill themselves. That's pretty much the whole shtick here. Traya is getting absolutely whaled on by a bunch of flying gnats. And Scion is just like, guys, can I please take a turn? Would that be okay? We go ahead and throw down the AoE, get rid of all those buffs, and then we just start wailing away. Come on, Geos, I know you want to kill my Scion. I know you want to kill him. We're just going to go ahead and target Poggle here and just yeet us. There's no more cleanse on that team. And it looks like the Sunfac has actually decided to taunt, which is actually good for us. It means we can actually, do stuff and hit people. Okay, so Held by Hatred. At this point, guys, we are pretty comfortable. Even if the Spy gets off a lucky yeet and crits our crit avoidance Scion, we should still be able to revive and rebuild. But it looks like we don't even have to worry about that, guys. We're just slowly chipping away here, waiting for our opportunity. Hit the Brood Alpha, no more summoning of the Brute. By Geo Soldier, now we just gotta wait for Spy, and there he is. Go ahead, use another Held by Hatred for no other reason than to use Held by Hatred. And that's it, guys. Round 1 in the bag, 76 banners. Easy. Now for the second fight, guys, I decided to take on his C, and we're gonna be using the old Bop Squad. Now, this team isn't nearly as effective as it used to be, and my modding setup is not correct for it because I don't actually have JML modded for offense. He's modded to be a leader, but this is my only GL that I have for offense, so I figured this was my best chance. At worst, I figured I would leave just C standing, and I'll be able to do some form of cleanup. So, we take in old Ben, because I figured might as well try and get just a little bit of extra ability block, try and make sure C doesn't constantly link characters. So the idea for this setup, guys, is to pass as much offense as possible to JML and just start ruining people. So I go in with the increased cooldowns because we really don't want C coming in at the start and linking characters. So there we go, he can't link, all he can do is basic, lovely jubbly, pass Master's Training right now. Obviously, this combination was a little bit unfortunate because Basti actually had her cooldowns increased there, so I couldn't pass buffs, which was big sad. Big sad. We got rid of Scion there with the call to assist, start killing these foes pretty quickly, and our Basti gets linked. It's okay if JML gets linked, guys, because he doesn't suffer from the reduced offense or anything like that, so it's not really that big of a deal. Unfortunately, everybody here has got Retribution. We'll just go ahead and do a bop. Doesn't do all the damage that we need because we didn't have the extra buffs and we don't have the correct modding for this. Basti is looking a little bit sad right now. And we're just going after Nihilus. We lose Basti, and I think we just focus down Nihilus right now. He gets another drain off, increases our cooldowns, which sucks. And then, yeah, so the idea is definitely get rid of Nihilus as soon as possible because we don't want him actually reaching an ultimate. An ultimate, you know what I mean, an annihilate. Next, I'm focusing down on Traya, just to get rid of all the Sith support. We get another link here, going on Hermit Yoda and Old Ben, which is actually perfect. We don't, you know, Luke is not currently linked, which means he can still do good damage. There goes Traya, and that was the problem. If we'd have focused down Wat in that scenario, I think we would have survived this. But trying to counter Wat with Jedi when it's got tank tech, not ideal. I really should have killed Wat before killing Traya. I thought I was going to get a turn before he did, but no such luck, and now it's just impossible to kill. Big sad, but, you know, we got rid of all of the assists, and I'm still fairly confident that we can clean this up. A lone C really isn't so difficult to clear up. He's not going to have any tech going into the next battle, so it's not terrible, I feel. So I'm just running the clock down more than anything here, guys. Because obviously I don't want to back out. We want to lock this in. But I think we'll just skip to the end of this battle now. And as you can see, guys, C gets to ultimate, and slowly but surely, Pokey Monkey, our JML is just going to bite it. Big sad. But never mind. Next battle. Okay, now that we've prepped the C, I'm not too concerned. I want to see the back wall to basically know what I have to work with. So we're going to go ahead and use Shack Troopers against the GG Nuke team. It's not a terrible counter. Obviously, I need to get a better, more banner-efficient counter, and I'm working on that. But for now, this will have to do. Trusty form up at the start. Now, the thing is, with Nute Gunray in this team, he will revive and he'll gain a bonus turn, so I usually decide not to hit him, because I don't want to feed GG bonus turns and I don't want to get that extortion rolling. So we just go ahead, probably pass this right back over to Rex. Yep, there goes that, and then we can just focus down the B2. Hopefully we get the TMR, we do not. I'm not sure if throwing the yeet is the smart thing to do here. Do we actually throw the yeet? I'm obviously thinking about it. I decide to. We get the stun on GG. I would call that a worthwhile in the end, but not sure if it was actually the smartest thing to do. I call in Arc here to dispel, but we actually end up killing Magna, which is a bit of a shame. I wasn't expecting it to actually kill Magna, to be honest with you. But there we go. Yeah, I think we just basic the B1 here. Grievous is going to get mad any second now, and we're probably going to trigger a sacrifice through Rex. There we go, sacrifice is triggered, and then we can cleanse. Yeah, I think attacking the B1 stack is the smartest thing here. Yes, that B2 is going to get a bonus turn, but I don't actually think it's the end of the world. Cooldowns have increased by the looks of things on Rex, which sucks because we obviously want to Rexolate, and it's most important that you keep your Rex alive, because obviously he is your kill condition against GG. GG's going after Shaq T, which is of course the most awkward thing for him to do. And then we kill, and I'm like, uh-oh, Shaq T, help. We just basic here, and we realize we don't have the Rexolate. So I'm kind of like, oh, well, I'm screwed. Well, I'm not screwed, but there goes additional banners, essentially. So very bad for banners, guys, but Nute doesn't trigger the forced mark from GG, so I knew it wasn't going to be too bad. Now, obviously, terrible banners, guys, but it is a one-tap, and we know our opponent can't full clear, so I wasn't exactly being the most sensible about this. Alrighty, so next up is the Padme with Cat team, and I'm going to take in CLS. It's I've never failed with this counter. Well, technically I failed with this counter once, and that was when the game slowdown happened. Now, out of the gate, I nearly killed Kenobi in the opening move, and I was very concerned. I was like, wait, what? We need Kenobi to survive. He desperately needs to survive, so I don't want him to actually die. Fortunately, it was just a one-time thing, and he does survive for the rest of it, so we just go ahead and do usual CLS things. Typically what you want to be doing is just targeting down General Kenobi at every opportunity, and use the AoEs to take care of characters like Jedi Knight Anakin. Now, the crit hit immunity is obviously going to stop big damage, and Cat here is going to be passing more health, more offense, more defense to the entire team, so it makes this Padme team a lot tougher to beat. So typically, it runs down the clock quite drastically. But usually if you have faith and you've got decent enough relic levels or modding on your CLS team, you can usually do pretty well. I wanted to stun the Anakin here. That also stops his bonus turn and stuff like that if I was to get it on someone else. We've got good damage on him. I still recommend taking out Anakin first, because you don't want him with the additional offense from Cat doing his bonus turn yeet. Just trying to work our way through. Here's another AoE. Lovely jubbly. We've nearly got Anakin out. I tried to do the big hit. Not quite enough, unfortunately. And then Snips comes in and heals him up, which is incredibly frustrating. But no matter, no matter. Get the blind running again. We swap it on over. Just keep doing basics over here, guys. Pass it all around. We should have just basic there, which I think we actually did. Spreading more buffs. Now do the big hit. We're hoping to get some damage on Anakin. Lovely. And again on Anakin. Unfortunately, it takes too many people down to their turn and triggers the bonus turn from Anakin, which is frustrating. Frustrating. So they're now back up to basically full health again, which is like, and he cleansed all of our translation. How dare he? So we get rid of all that. Once again, we'll cycle it back round. A lot of the times you want to keep CLS out of his call to action stance because he actually gains more turn meter if he's not using it, which is the whole idea of this, is you want to keep the turn meter train rolling so that the enemy doesn't take turns. The only reason I'm swapping it there is because I want the extra assists for extra turn meter across the team and to help build up the translation stacks. So we do the AoE again. Obviously Anakin is not taking bonus turns this time. Keep on going. Like I said, guys, this can take quite some time. I don't want to be hitting other people right now because all I'll be doing is feeding them bonus protection. I definitely should have passed that to C-3PO and not to Chewpio and not to CLS there. Raid-Han rather. Okay, now we're looking in a pretty good position again. All we need to do is make sure that we cleanse off with the blind from Chewpio. And then we need to get the kill on Anakin. There's the blind. We're not going for that big hit just yet. Still want to keep the TM train rolling. As you can see, the enemy doesn't have any TM really. Get the extra offense up and the crit chance up. We go for another big hit here. Still not good enough, but no heal. So this is a perfect situation. Bop, Anakin and Snips go down at the same time. And now it's plain sailing, guys. You can see we just need to turn with CLS and he'll be able to take out Cat. Or we can get an AoE. Anything like that would work. Boop, there goes Cat. And we're laughing from here, guys. This is easy at this point. Like I said, it runs the clock down, but I ended with max banners. So, decent victory. Decent victory. Okay, so we're going for the Night Sister with Nest team now, and I figured a relatively easy running Jedi Knight Revan team will be able to handle this. Obviously, we don't have Basti because we used her in the Jedi Master Luke squad, but GMY is Relic 8, guys, so he's got enough damage to really punch through Nest, and we've got enough healing, recovery, reviving here to counterbalance any damage that the Night Sisters are doing. So I decided to just use the strategic advantage on Yoda there because I don't feel like using direct focus was worthwhile. We might as well save that for later. There's the 2 kills, so no more revives from Zombie, as in no more revives for the rest of the team. We can just quite happily focus down whoever we want at this point. I do that for Jolee just to recover the health to get rid of his plague. Nest does her things, and she gets some stuns, and I'm like, stop stunning me, guys, that's really irritating. I pass the turn, there goes Mommy, but she comes back. I focus down Daka here, just because we want to get rid of her to stop a reviving Nest, potentially. And now when we kill Daka, that's going to be it, no more revives at all. I didn't realize that I was dazed there on Yoda, which is pretty silly of me. Do the AoE. Do we just pass it back? Oh no, I'm spreading buffs. That's fine. Get the tenacity up, get some extra offense. Pass it over. Am I passing it over? Yep, strategic advantage. Ayla could stun, but I'm guessing we're just going for Jedi Knight Revan. Swap it back round. Lovely, people are dying. Just a basic tap there. Okay, so no more Daka, no more revives. Happy days. Keep Jolee in the game. And boop, there goes Asajj. Lovely jubbly. Okay, so I'm still pretty confident that I can kill Nest with a big hit. We just need to time it out. Or under Revan's lead, we can actually decrease her max protection as well. Stun. Resisted. Big hits. Pop. There we go, 140,000. I'm not going to make a comment about Arnold. And here we have the back wall, guys. Utter trash. We've got Qui-Gon Jinn here. He does have the Omicron, but the Jedi supporting are pretty trash. We've got crew, that's trash. And we've got Ewoks, that's trash. So I'm not worried at all, in the slightest, by the back wall, guys. It's not a problem for me. So I decide to go ahead and clear up that lone C, and I've decided to go in with Jedi Training Rey, simply because she's got a lot of TM, and she's got locked heal immunity, and she's got ability blocks, okay? So the idea is to just control C. Hopefully he doesn't have Link at the start, which he doesn't. Fantastic. And we just go for it from here. I want to get the heal immunity on him immediately. And we drop a knee. Bring the focus over to BB-8. Lovely. No reason for me to do that, but I did it anyway. Okay, so now we have to think, increase the cooldowns. Don't let him get off with a Link here. Go ahead and burn. So the idea is to just whittle him down, use as many specials as we can to generate the turn meter, and just keep that locked heal immunity on him for as long as possible. It's looking pretty good at this point, guys. He's down to what, 60% health, locked heal immunity, dazed. Cooldowns are not looking so great, and our TM train is rolling pretty good. Again, a basic. Again, increases cooldowns. Lovely. Keep that Link away from us. No ultimate charge. Looking sexy. Looking good. We get Illuminated Destiny. And Major Tom goes ahead and takes out Sith Eternal Emperor. 40 banners. I'd say that's pretty good for a GL cleanup. Sorry guys, it looks like I changed the screen in my stream, so we're going to have to watch the rest of the battles like this, I think. Okay, so I decide to go ahead and take out the Old Republic team now, and I decided a gas solo would be absolutely fine. Don't need gas anywhere else, don't have any 501st allies. So the AoE just immediately takes down the team, and then Zalbar dies to some basics. We get a good, tasty, nice 69 banners for that particular victory. I'm on board with it. I'm down to clown. Okay. We head over back down to the back wall now, and we're going up against Ewoks. And this is the first time I've got to use my Nest on offense. I think, anyway. At Relic 3, I've never tried this counter before. I know how it works. I've modded for it. I've just never had the opportunity to use it. So I was very happy here. I was very happy I get to use Nest to solo some Ewoks for some good banners. I was like, oh, I'm like a year and a half to 2 years behind the rest of the meta on GAC. To be fair, I don't normally see Ewoks on defense anymore, so I probably won't get as much use out of this as a lot of people already have, but it's nice to have it now. So I should have just put it on auto, but to be honest, kind of wanted to play it because I've never done it before, so it was fun. I was like, yep, Nest doing Nest things. Mine is Relic 3 SA, and I think she's about 140% tenacity. So not amazing, but decent enough to do this. 68 banners, easy victory. So we are going up against the Qui-Gon Jinn Nomicron, and I decided to take in Bounty Hunters this time. I figured the Bounty Hunters should be able to generate contract pretty quickly. And obviously, because you can actually just farm the kills as much as you want in order to trigger your contract first, it's like there's no risk here. There's no risk. So yeah, I thought this was a pretty sensible solution to this particular problem. Just keep focusing down the tank. Lovely, there we go. We've got contract hit. So I do the AoE here to get the ability block. There's no Jedi Anakin, so I don't have to worry about the bonus turn. We disintegrate Ezra because he's the only damage dealer in this team, and then it's just a choice between Mace and Kanan. And I was like, well, easy dubs, easy dubs. Next in line, we decided to take out the Rolo team, and I decided to have a little bit of fun with Palps, Mara Jade, and Darth Vader. Now, Mara Jade is completely viable, guys, at Gear 11, 3 stars. I've got mine modded for a bit of speed. I think she's around 280, 283 or something like that. Vader has got trashy mods, so is Palps. He's only Gear 11. But I know that they're basically not going to take it to. Vader, I think, deals with almost all of it himself in just one Merciless. Take out Princess Leia. You know, the others just get absolutely munched. Yep, it's not looking pretty for these guys. They're all ability blocked. And Mara Jade gets a turn. And she stuns Rolo. Beautiful. Somehow, it was the tenacity, wasn't it? because the resisting the debuff fed him TM to Lando. But there we go. We lost some banners that we didn't have to lose, but I wasn't expecting it. 66 is still good. We executed the order rather effectively there. Killed all those rebels. So because I'm a little confused as what to use and just want to try and do fun stuff, I decided to go for Imperial Troopers against the Darth Maul lead. Now, Darth Maul is going to be providing 20% additional TM to the entire team, guys, and then he doesn't have talent, so it's okay. Dooku goes ahead and stealths the entire team, and then we just start the train rolling here. Pass over the mark over to Dark. Dark Mark is here. I have Voldemort supporters everywhere. We just start punching Sith Empire Trooper in the face. Mass assist, please. Let's go. Bye, Sith Empire Trooper. Dooku does a counter. Cheeky Dooku. We get some buffs going. And then I think I just focused down anyone, right? I'm not sure why I went for Dooku there, but oh, Dooku's dead. It's not bad news when Dooku's dead. Not bad news at all. And the evaded, so he obviously gained some TM there. We punch Maul's lights out. Good night. Sidious takes his turn. I probably should have done the mass days to stop the TM gain, to be honest, but does it matter? I don't think so. And there we go. We're looking pretty. Punch Savage, he dodged. Shoot Savage, he died. How dare he dodge the punches? We ended with full banners anyway. Not a big deal. Not a big deal. Alrighty, and that is actually going to show us the back wall so we can see his fleets now. Lo and behold, we have Chimera and Home 1. So not worried about fleets at all, guys. I've got both my get-tos for offense, so it's a foregone conclusion there. So for the Darth Revan team, for the crew team, we're just going to take in Darth Revan and Basti as a duo. They should pretty much utterly destroy this team. It's got no gear levels, and even if they had gear levels, this particular setup falls quite handedly to Darth Revan squads. You've got the Death Mark, you've got... Do I even need to comment on that one? I don't think so. That's a fairly straightforward win there. Max banners. Max banners. Let us start on the fleet now. So, as you remember, guys, we have Chimera and we've got Home 1 as the two fleets. Now, obviously, I've got my Get 2 fleet, so we're just going to walk it. Usually, I'll be using Negotiator against Rebels because, you know, the Hans Millennium Falcon can cleanse off all the buzz droids and stuff like that. And again, I don't feel like I need to take in support ships so much to take down the Rebels. Can go a little bit iffy sometimes, so I like to have Plo in as a reinforcement just in case. Don't really need to risk it, but why not do it and get as much practice in as possible. So, I never focus down Hans Millennium Falcon at the start because he'll just use his evasive technique or evasive maneuvers, whatever it is, and recover any lost hit points. Like that. Outmaneuver, that's it. So they're looking fine. We do the mass assist over here on the Rebel Y-Wing. There's all the cleanses. Do an AoE. We nearly killed him. Another AoE here. Nearly killed him again. Unfortunately, we got absolutely no target locks at the moment, which sucks. Because if he had some target locks, we could have potentially just immediately killed his Millennium Falcon, which finishes the match then and there. So I call in Plo just to gain extra TM, try and get the train rolling a bit, take out Biggs. Now we're just left with Han Solo. And Solo nearly dies, and we try to do the basic, and we kill him. So he doesn't get any reinforcements off, and we end with comfortable banners, guys. Rebels against Negotiator, yeah, easy battle. Easy battle. So we've just got the Chimera now, and I've still got my Malevolence, as you know. So we're just going to go in and take it fairly easy, only bringing in one reinforcement, and that's going to be Spy. We won't necessarily need it, but it's nice to have for that additional damage boost. If I don't have to call it, I typically won't call it in, just so we can gain extra banners for having fleet on defense. So there we go, they do their thing. Do a bit of an AoE here. He does his business. There comes the burning. Now that Imperial TIE Bomber is actually a very, very good ship. It's got a lot of viability, it's quite plug and play, and is obviously great against Rebels. We land our buzz droids against the entire enemy team, and I think we do call in the Spy, do we? No, I decide to cleanse instead. Cleanse here instead of calling in the Spy, and we just work our way through. We should have enough assists to chew through the Imperial TIE Bomber pretty quickly. He gets his TIE Bomber, I can't remember what it's called now. It's the Marauder's ship, isn't it? get the mass assist on Vader and hopefully kill him. Yeah, there he goes. Hopefully this TIE Fighter doesn't dodge. Dodged twice. Cheeky bastard. And then didn't dodge that one, did you? Alrighty, so just Sith Marauder's ship left. We actually managed to stun as well. Get the buzz droids on the field. So we didn't have to call in Spy here. That saves us a banner, potentially. Maybe 2. And 71, it's okay. It's okay. So all in all, guys, that is the final score. He does not manage to clear any further. 1725 to 843. Decent victory, and it puts us at 11-0 for the championship. Feeling good, feeling confident, and I'll see you all in the next video. Peace. Just giving a quick shout out to my patrons. I appreciate each and every single one of you, and without your support, I wouldn't be doing this today. Thanks so much.